Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. A touchback as that sails over the end line. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And it'll be second and very short. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now Taylor to throw on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And that one is going to set the offense back. On second down, Taylor. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they thought they could exploit this defense with some really quick hitters, quick action. They worked on that in practice. We just saw it there.
And we saw them break it down to the fundamentals as well. Each position group had their own little work on it. You know, they worked on a drill here with the receivers, a drill there with the quarterback.
So the offense needing 4 yards. It's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Percy Harvin, the intended receiver there. That'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd down now after the incompletion. Again, it's Taylor into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Shift together here from the D-line. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Going to drop this off to McCoy, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down. 2nd down now after the pass completion.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field. Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. He's going to air this out deep for Harvin. Oh, and a Bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by the great one, Darrelle Revis. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. And not great starting field position here for the offense. Marshall, the lone receiver on the left side. To throw is Smith, and he'll find his man on the out route. That's Marshall. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. From his goal line here, Smith. Anunua's got it, complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. On first down, this is Forte. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And now a first down following that long gain. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for him.
He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking for Quincy Anunoa that time, and now it's second down.
As a general rule, receivers love the comeback route because it puts them right in the sight lines of the guy throwing the ball. But in this case, the defender saw it and were able to knock it away.
Now Gino, and he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Their big tight end, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And this one through the uprights and good. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Watkins alone on the left side. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now Taylor to throw on second down. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was well defended. And as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either...
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Jets have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. On the left side. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the great one, Darrelle Revis. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. They go play action here on first down. Over the middle to Smith. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate. So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Escaping the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
And tough starting field position here. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. After the interception, here's Taylor. He completes it to Hunter. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Now it's Taylor. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Here's Taylor to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route. Because they run it at varying speeds, because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Over the middle and caught by the tight end, Clay. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And not what you're looking to do on 3rd and 1, completing the pass, but going backward.
I have zero explanation for that, because 3rd and 1, you just figure snap, throw, 1st down, right? Easy play. But end up losing yardage on it. That's hard to account for.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. And this one caught by Hunter over the middle. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 18 on that one. And the Bills are going to have a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. On 2nd down, here's Taylor. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Chris Gregg, his tight end, was the intended target. And it brings up 4th down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good. But when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Now Taylor will turn and call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Dan Carpenter. His career long is 60 yards, so he's got a big leg. 64 was Matt Prater's record. This would top that by a yard. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Gino on 1st down. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard. On 2nd down, Forte. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Matt Forte, his first touchdown as a New York Jet. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Bills. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident.
Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Taylor. And that is incomplete. Justin Hunter, the one he was searching for. And it's second down. Second and 10, it's Taylor again. Left side here, caught by Clay. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A big gain there for the Bills. 39 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
This will be caught at about the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to use.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Sammy Watkins as the first half is winding down. And the Bills draw a bit closer. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got time. Now he'll throw deep left side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 53. And this one is right down Broadway. So we've... Jeez, don't you at least want your guys to get a drink of water? Probably pretty thirsty. Whatever, your wish, our command. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make this a second down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They go play action here on first down. Finding time. For Marshall, that's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 24 that time. And it's good for a New York first down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On first down, Smith. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down.
The screen was executed and completed, but where's the worry on the play? How many times is a quarterback going to get hit? Because offensive linemen have to do an acting job of making sure it looks like they're whiffing on blocks. But you got to slow them down a little bit, because if you don't, that's a lot of big guys coming at your quarterback in a big, fast way, and boy, he can get hurt. Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So the chain gang now done for the drive. Ball on the 10, first and goal. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
They'll sneak it with Smith. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
Okay, got him halfway there. You don't see the sneak all that often from the 2-yard line because you definitely don't want to see your quarterback get clobbered. But you wonder if we might see the same play again.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. Well, they held him out on second down, and now here's third and goal. They'll run. This is Powell. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Bilal Powell taking it in. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On first and 10, it's Taylor. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
On first down, it's Taylor. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Calvin Pryor. And New York set to take the field.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because a strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
Now Smith. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here's Smith. His throw incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Marshall will be the lone receiver right. Off of play action, here's Smith. And his throw is incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. And now it's third down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Throwing on third down, Smith. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 6. And they get 28 yards on that one. And the Jets are going to have it first and goal. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. To the air again, Smith. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Bills. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. On second down, Taylor steps away to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Now Taylor. And this one caught by Hunter over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And it'll be a Buffalo first down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Taylor on first down. That is incomplete.
Trying to make sure that the defender thinks they're going to the middle of the field when they're running the out cut. On that play, didn't get it done very well because that one was batted down.
Again, now it's Taylor on second and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Justin Hunter, 52 yards. And the Bills cut into that lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
New York set to take the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. He's going to loft one deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And the lead is up to 18 now. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills getting set to go. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. From the gun, it's Taylor. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did.
And now here's another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. And now out come the Jets. After the interception, here's Smith. Forced out to his left. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here with that.